Today is Saturday, 8th of August 2020. I am AJ Jadhav and I will record my talk on the subject of Stay Out of Trouble Part 5. If you are listening this audio lecture first time, I will highly recommend that you should try to listen previous classes on the same subject matter which are available on my YouTube channel. So when I am continuing to explore on this subject via meditation, I have explained the process of meditation before. At this time of recording, I am again sitting under this giant tree in park on the grass and trying to enter into meditation, sitting silently. What is trouble? We have invented so many troubles in our life, from small things to big problems. Is there any big trouble than death? Death is the mystery of any form of life. We don't know what happens after death. Dead man never comes back to share his experience, what happened to him after he died. So we have so many stories, imaginations, theories about after death. I am just trying to sit silently in the meditation here under this tree. I hear bird voices. It's a nice, fresh, cool air. It's 20 minutes past 7 p.m. in the evening. I see a lot of folks in the park today. It's a weekend, Saturday. So I like this atmosphere, sitting under a tree, hearing nice bird voices, breathing fresh, cool air. So I'm trying to enter into meditation and trying to deliver this talk on Staying Out of Trouble Part 5. So death is a mystery until it is resolved. Meditation is a very individual activity. You will enter into meditation for yourself. You cannot do it on behalf of somebody else. For example, you eat for yourself, you cannot eat on somebody else's behalf. If I am hungry and you start eating, it won't have any effect on my hunger. If I am hungry, I have to start eating, I have to find food. So if you really want to find the way out of trouble, then you have to start entering into meditation, because gathering information in form of books, audio lectures, video lectures is good in the beginning, so that you know what are the possibilities and what are the possible ways of solution. But you cannot experiment on any possible way or method or process unless you start acting on that possible way, process or method. So action is of prime importance here. If you just want to listen a nice talk and period, that's it, you do not want to experiment the process expressed in that talk or in a book, textbook, then you won't be able to benefit from that listening of audio lecture, reading of that book, textbook. So information stays on information platform only. It won't go further in the realm of experience. You have to enter into the realm of experience. You have to start acting. And there are two kinds of actions. One is a physical action where your bodily parts are involved, and second, non-bodily action where your body is not involved. So you can say when your body is not involved, your mind is involved, your self is involved. So there are so many names for non-body, and one of the previous talks on the Stay Out of Trouble series I am having here, I have explained that I will use the name self to identify mind, ego, intelligence, self. So I will use the name self to indicate non-body. So actions performed by non-body, where non-body or self can perform its actions. As the very word definition indicates, that the non-body or self performs actions on the platform of non-body, on the platform of self. So when I am entering into meditation, I am trying to enter into the platform of non-body. Then you have the tool of thinking. So thinking is of two types. One, thinking with body, and thinking with non-body. So when you are thinking with body or for body or based on bodily concept, that is a bodily thinking. And if you are not thinking for body or with the help of body or on the bodily concept of life, then that is a non-body thinking or self-thinking. So let us try to enter into meditation and try to see how to understand the nature of trouble. So I have started this talk with the trouble, the biggest trouble in life, which is death. So what is death? When death comes, is it sure death is going to happen or not? What happens after death? Why death is there? Is it possible to avoid death? So you can create as many questions you can about death. That's a homework for you. Try to sit down, take a pen and paper and write down all the questions you can about death. Then you will see you cannot find more questions. Then you will understand what is the inquiry about death. So let us see how we can answer these questions. So death will be there. Why death comes? We don't know. The straightforward answer is everyone who is born is bound to death, because we have experienced people born and they die. If you have a question why death, then you also will have a question why life. Okay, so let move on. We know that birth is there and death is there. We see people born, die. Next, what happens after death? Dead man never comes back to tell the story after death. So there is no way to find out what is after death until we die. So now we don't want to die, so we will leave that question pending. We will find it out when we will die. I will find out what happens after death when I will die, and so do you. So move on. What is another question about death? How to die? Okay, what is the proper way to die? What is a good way to leave this body? Well, it's not in our hand. No one can plan his death. It happens. No one knows how he will die. That's why we call death is a mystery. Okay. So there are basic things. If we are on this planet, we will definitely die on this planet. If we are not planning to move in space. But you never know. Even if I don't have a plan to move into space, what if after 10-15 years I will move on to Mars? And be the part of beginning batches of human experiments there. You never know. So leave this question pending We don't know how we will die and when we will die. I don't know how I will die and when I will die. You don't know how you will die and when you will die. Well, next, what is the next question? So if you can write down all the questions about death and go on contemplating, focusing about possible answers of each question, then you will have an idea about the trouble of death or problem of death. Okay, move on. Is it fair to call death a problem or trouble? I don't think we should call it trouble or problem. We should accept death as we accept life. I was born. I did not know. I will die. I will not know. I did not decide to take birth. I will not decide to die as well. But still, I am here, I am born, I am talking, I am alive, and I will die. I will be no more one day in this world. So I have this lifetime and I don't know how much more I have got it. I really don't know how long I will live on. So I'm entering into meditation and trying to see myself. I'm entering into meditation. I see I am not moving any bodily parts. I have folded my legs. I am sitting under this giant tree on the ground, on the grass. I have my eyes open. I see I am holding microphone on my right, in my right hand. I see the audio recorder sitting in front of me. I feel and see cars are passing by behind me on the street. I hear bird voices. I see people sitting on the grass at distance. Some folks are walking. So I see things around me. My eyes are open. I hear the bird voices. I am checking my nose. It's breathing the air. And I let my senses engage into their sense objects. I let my nose to breathe. I let my eyes to look around. I let my ears to hear sounds, voices. And I just try to be silent. I try to be restful. I try to take rest. This is the gateway of the meditation. So what happens next cannot be explained and should not be as well. Everybody should try to enter into meditation and experience himself or herself, body and non-body. So in our day-to-day life, we encounter so many troubles, and we become miserable. We suffer on the cost of our imagination of trouble. problem. As I have previously explained, material reality, situations, circumstances, conditions are there. It is in your hand how you want to name them. If you want to name them as a new opportunity to improve yourself, to learn something new, to make yourself stronger, to make yourself knowledgeable, to enrich yourself about the world you live in, then that is fine. But if you name those situations, circumstances, conditions, scenarios, facts as trouble, problem, calamity, disaster, then you will have to suffer on cost of those imaginations. Let's take an example. What happens when earthquake comes? We will lose our houses, construction, roads, infrastructure. Then what we do about it? Then again we have to build those houses, constructions, infrastructure. We have to help the victims, people who died. We should try to help. Definitely, we have a right to mourn or perform the cultural ceremonies of funerals for dead people, rituals for dead. We have right to do all those things. It's fair. But also we should try to accept the nature of this nature. We should try and we should accept the nature of this nature. We should accept the fact. We should accept the possibility of earthquakes, tsunamis. We should accept death as we accept life. We should try to see facts. Then we will be able to free ourselves from dreams, imagination. You should try to accept the situation, circumstances you are in. I should accept who am I. I should accept what I am. I should accept my weakness, that I cannot run 1 mile in 6 minutes. It takes 12 minutes or 11 minutes 30 seconds for me to run 1 mile. I should accept this fact instead of dreaming that I run 1 mile less than 10 minutes. Instead of imagining that, I should accept what is my real capacity. If I fall on ground while running, due to negligence, I should accept that and I should find out why did I fail. Then I will know what was my negligence, what was my mistake, and then I will learn to not repeat that mistake, and there you go. Then I will not fall again. What if I fall again by committing new mistake? No problem, I will learn it and I will not repeat the same mistake. Shall I stop running then? It's my choice. I have a right to stop running and find another exercise which will give the same benefits of running or jogging. I am trying to direct you, persuade you, request you to see facts and free yourself from dreaming, imagining things. I am requesting you to wake up and see what's around, where you are, where you are going. If I will keep dreaming on about future tomorrow, or if I keep imagining about troubles I will get into or troubles I am in, then my energy, the energy of myself, will be utilized in that dreaming and imagining. On the other hand, if I give up dreaming and imagining and start to act, if I give up thinking about trouble I am in and start to solve the problem I am involved in, then sooner or later I will be out of that problem. So action is of prime importance. That is the message I want to deliver you today. Try to enter into meditation. Try to be non-body. Utilize the tool of non-body thinking and find out the ways, methods, process to come out of the so-called imaginary trouble you are in. I would like to stop here. I hope this talk will help you to enter into meditation, and I hope you will enter into meditation. Thanks for listening to this talk attentively. Namaste.